Is that what's going on?
Nah, it's just in the middle of the controller.
Oh, yeah, all right.
And it makes that really nice, satisfying snapping noise. But all right, so we're going to see Jen going back to Fox, and then we're going to see Gonz's Palutena. Jen going to opt to not do a Palutena Ditto. Can't say that I blame him. They don't really look like a lot of fun.
Solid stuff so far. Oh no, the SD coming out.
Yeah, he was in a really awkward place underneath the stage there. And anytime you're there, like, your recovery angles get all kinds of whack, so...
Maybe just pushing the issue a little bit too much on the offstage situation. And the same thing coming out from Gonzales. This is looking like a clown fiesta a little bit at this point.
Yeah, calamity of errors over here. But this game has now found itself even after a couple, I guess we'll call them SDs. I don't even know. I don't know. Close enough, but both these guys kind of neither one in a rush to really approach. This is definitely play we're familiar with Gonz. Very patient, non-approaching player. Jen, smart player himself, definitely not going to just run in. Is finding his damage pretty well now, has now found himself with the lead.
Nice catch with the side B on that missed tech. And kind of losing it a little bit with looking for a grab there. Not sure what the option was. Again, corner situation, trying to get something on this Palu. Nice catch.
Yeah,
I think he was trying to parry it.
It's possible. That's the thing about the parries. A lot of people had issue with where it's saying, like, the risk isn't worth the reward, but that's debatable. And we did kind of see it there, whether it be purposely tried or not. But Gonz going to want to try and mitigate some of the damage here. And Jen is at kill percent, so it's possible, but he is now starting to rack up the damage as Gonz at mid percent.
And that's
now
what
high
Fox
percent.
is so good at, just turning every single hit into nice follow-up damage.
Yeah, he's got a lot of moves that link together really nicely, and that's something that he's had since Smash 4, so I guess since Melee, really, but...
Nice attempt there, just a little bit of the missed timing. Jen struggling to find this last hit, but I respect the fact that he's just being patient about it. Gonzo definitely has to work his way to get this kill on Fox. The up air gonna do it.
Wow. That was, yeah. Gonz is confused about the hitbox on that one, and understandably so.
Even Gonz looking a little bit at odds with this, like, unexpected. Just the fact that he's caught out by that.
Yeah, I mean, Jen is on loser side, so that's a pretty good first, good way to start the set, is what I'm trying to say. But these guys are gonna run it right back. PS2.
Just deciding to run it back, no counter picks, just sticking with the characters as they know it. It was a close set, besides a couple of strange interactions at the beginning of last one. Nice counter, we've been seeing those convert all the time from Gonzo. Or maybe I'll call him Gonz at this point.
Yeah, who really wants to go through the effort of saying the great Gonzales? Not me, that's for sure.
It's a little bit much, yeah. At least keep it to, keeping it to Jen. It's something. But
yeah, I don't want to overexert.
Yeah. Especially when action's happening all the time.
Definitely. So, Jen, Gonz, pretty even right now. I'm pretty. Oh, I actually would have thought that back throw would kill, and I bet you Gonz thought that back throw was going to kill too. But in his surprise, is going to get up smashed. And again, one of those situations where Jen is at kill percent. And if he can just kill him, and he does, then we're back to
Nice.
an even game here. So 2 stocks apiece.
Yeah,
Both
these
guys-
players very even right
Yeah,
now.
this whole set so far has been pretty even.
Gon's pushing the issue a little bit here. Doesn't mind getting in Jen's face a little bit. But he likes sticking to the ledges over here. He loves playing around it. The fact that Palu has so many large hitboxes and long-lasting, it just gives him so many opportunities to follow up. Jen content just knowing, recognizing the situation that he's just willing to sit by the ledge is making Gon's trying to, back off from the ledge a little bit, at least. Working his way around the shield, still gets caught by the grab. Nice catch with the side B. Whether Jen tried side Bing or up Bing, the result was going to be the same unless he had drifted down. Nice sharking from Gons. I think trying to go for a ledge cancel or a teleport ledge cancel situation from that. And no, that will not kill at that percent. Gon's still trying to find this last hit, but Jen's still got a shot with this.
Yeah, so what we're going to see right now is, right now we're going to see Gons get back aired. But what we were going to see is Gon's kind of content to hang out by the ledge and kind of fish for a back air. We've been watching him do this for years now at Smash 4, playing as Ness, but might not need to, because if he connects down to it like that, it's a fair again, and there we go, yeah. There's the back air. I'm sorry, excuse me, the back throw.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much you can do with Paulo just by not holding shield directly by the ledge, but spacing it out correctly. You can catch a roll. You can nair immediately out of shield if they try to poke it.
She has, like, a lot of options. And pretty much anytime you see Gons in a position like that, like, you better believe he's going to fish for a grab. And a lot of times it works. Like, it's just, like, sometimes tough to avoid that. Especially, like, when you're busy kind of, like, contending with other things, like Palutena has. So I actually missed the stage pick, but we're going to game 3. Once again, grand finals. So best of 5 set here. See if Jen can go ahead and get himself a reset, or if Gons goes on to win the tournament and set number 1 here. But Gons off to a slightly early lead. But we have seen Jen's ability to kind of tack on damage really quick, successively.
Using Fox to work around for sure. Nice parry.
All right, nothing fancy, just some up tilt
Just
percent.
bread and butter it.
Again,
Yep.
enough up tilt percent to even up the game, even get a small lead.
But doesn't catch the second hit of the up there.
Yeah, he had the right idea with the counter. Gons loves the counter button, but
Not
kinda
paying
missed
out
it.
that time. And still Gons keeping Jen at a disadvantage at this point. Nice going through the ledge, catching his footing again. Nice follow-up from the back throw, from the down throw.
gonna just barely miss on the kill with that explosive flame. Giving Jen just a little bit more room to possibly take the lead here, because this is kind of similar to what happened last game.
Going for the ledge trump, but Gons immediately recognizing the situation.
There we go. Gon's gonna take that first stock, and then Jen gonna return the favor almost immediately. These games have all been playing out very, very similar to the ones before them, where we see these guys kind of have a close first stock, someone takes a stock, and then the other one just evens it out
Yeah,
immediately.
immediately after. There we go with tilt strings again. Jen really finding these opportunities on the fact that Gonz is going for a lot of landing options with his aerials.
Yeah, he definitely is. The one thing about the landing options with the aerials, especially for Palutena, is that Nair has multi-hitting. So even if you do parry it, you got to parry it a couple times, depending where it lands. But
nice
Jen,
turnaround up smash.
Yeah, slowly getting himself a nice little lead here. Almost looking to lap.
And the drag down.
Yeah, trying to do some Smash 4 stuff isn't going to work out. Going to turn into an SD, unfortunately, for Jen. Giving Gonzales a little bit of room to work with, which is something you never want to do with the great Gonzales, for sure. You never want to give him that little bit of room, but it does seem like Jen is keeping Gonz at bay regardless. And this is kind of a big game for him because this would bring him one step closer to that reset that he needs.
Nice spot dodge. Working away around the neutral.
Yep, and that is just an up smash.
And that's
a really good option, quite honestly.
Yeah, we've been seeing it that he's definitely reading into these opportunities coming from the landing air options, like I mentioned earlier. It's just something that Gonz needs to respect, that Fox can up smash immediately out of shield. It doesn't need to do the parry frames for it. Have a good one, man. So yeah, 2-1 favor of Jen right now. Lining up to possibly reset the bracket.
Yeah, he's in a good position. But he does have to win this next game. And if there's one thing that, I mean, it's definitely just not easy to just win a game against Gonz. It's basically the bottom line here. But once again, pretty similar to what we've been seeing. Very even first stock, and then someone either runs away with it or they just kind of stay even. Like,
very close set so far, yeah. And Palu content to just keep short hopping these aerials at this point. Going for the fast option right there with the jab. Rolling out from the jab despite it connecting. And yeah, the back throw will actually close out that stock.
Yeah, it's a super reliable kill option for this character. Very, very reliable.
Nice ledge sharking right there.
All right, so this is if Gonz tacks on much more without Jen answering back, we're probably going to see a game 5, because this is one of those things that we've seen out of the great Gonzales a lot, is his ability to just kind of like capitalize on a lead if he has the opportunity.
Yeah, it's just that momentum. And actually what we're tending to see now from Gonz is he's going for these off-stage situations instead of sticking to the plan that he's been doing every set so far in his tournament life.
Yep, the safe plan, but I could sort of understand him smelling a little bit of blood in the water. Kind of getting a little antsy because, you give someone another set opportunity to win. That's, that's potentially 5 more games to deal with. So no one really wants that.
Yeah,
so.
it's another half hour at the very least behind it, on the chair, behind the screen. And yeah, it does. That fatigue eventually will catch up to you. But
well, Gonz is probably, I would say he has the most endurance out of anyone in this particular local scene. Like, I'm not so much worried about that as much as it's just the general momentum here. Jen is a super momentum-based player from what I've seen, especially like earlier in bracket, like how he just kind of ran through semis and finals. So, get a little surge on this game and bring it to another set, then it's a little bit of a scary situation.
And like you said, it's just even Stevens. Gonz possibly gonna grab the stock as well.
Well, we'll see. I mean, he definitely has his ways of doing it. We'll probably expect to see some down tilt on ledge.
Nice catch. Catches out the...
just run off Nair. Also very reliable. Okay, yeah, so kind of looked like he was going to go for the down tilt and then recognized that he had more than enough time and space to just run off in Nair, and that was going to be the stock. So just like that, Gonz right back in it. Jen fighting for a reset, Gonz fighting for a game 5.
Almost even Stevens all over again. Jen trying to find his footing, disadvantage. Nice catch.
Yeah, kind of a bad auto reticle there. Open him up for a little bit of damage, but does have himself in a favorable position. Although Jen is going to get back to stage pretty easily. And now we're going to see what Gonzales get back on stage. Jen in no rush to really calm down.
So much patience, yeah.
Kind of had the right idea, just wasn't going to get it. And that was an amazing tech considering where he was. Another amazing tech. He is going to make it back after all of that.
Excellent stuff, and I think that has to do with the option that despite pushing up B, you can still buffer.
Well, just a little bit antsy with that up smash, but it's connected in this set, so it's understandable to at least give it a shot. But that was just the opening Gons needed because he is going to take it to a game 5, and we're going to see now what's going to happen.
Grand Finals, DNA, Thursday Weekly, possibly the last match for Great Gonzales. Jen's still keeping these super close. I have no doubt that he can still make something happen.
This has honestly been a really good set. So just to put it frankly, it's been tight the whole time through. I honestly have no idea what to expect in this particular case, if we will see a reset or just a game 5 victory for Gons. But despite that, pretty good play on both ends. Jen kind of flexing that Fox could be a really good character in this game. Gon is kind of reasserting the fact that Palutena is in fact a really good character. And more of the same. Close first stock. Jen gonna just miss out from taking a quick lead there.
Nice, and using Fox's maneuverability to keep Palu in check, keeping Palu in disadvantage. It's so hard for Palu to get back onto the main stage. And Gon's still going for a lot of these landing air options, immediately sniffs it out. Jin closing it out with the up air.
Yep, we'll see if we see a response. And not quite yet.
But he's still gonna, oh, nice catch. Just goes right through the platform.
Yeah, Gons anticipated him landing on the platform and then just kind of missed it. Jen kind of smart in his recovery. Now kind of in a, I don't want to say safe because he's at very high percent, but center stage and racking on some damage. But back throw on the platform is going to do it. And just like that, we'll see some nairs to patch together to even out the game almost.
Jen really doing a good job to keep Gons cornered at this point. Just keeping it on the platform.
Yeah, doing a really good job.
Again. Yeah.
Doing a really, really good job reading Gons' movements that last stock. And this is kind of a definitive lead. Not definitive, but it's a big one.
I want to say that kind of comes from the fact that your first intuition being caught on a platform is jump. Try to get out of reach as soon as possible. But around Jen, he knows that that's, you know, your first go-to or your first plan. And he's made 2 conversions so far from that knowledge.
All right, so we're starting to see some high recoveries from Jen, which is working out pretty well because you're kind of eliminating the ability for Palutena to down tilt you, 1, and 2, just run off an air.
Nice catch on the platform. That honestly could have turned into a kill situation.
Yeah, Jen kind of run away with this one. Definitely not over for Gons yet. We've definitely seen bigger comebacks from the Great Gonzales, but
last stock situation for Great Gonzales. Nice working ways around the shield. Nice catch with the roll.
Yeah, so that's going to be a reset.
And that's another thing is, what do you do at this point? What you're doing clearly has been working out for you, but it doesn't seem to be the best course of action. Is it maybe a stage pick? Is it? I know he has to stick with the character.
I think there's really anything in particular to do. I think both these guys are playing pretty well. It's just a matter of, you know, who's going to make the better plays here. So with that in mind, this is a brand new set, another best of 5 here, and this is the last set. Both players technically on the loser side now.
Nice stuff from Gons. Just keeping Jen kind of juggled around a little bit.
Yeah, okay, so I know this was, oh my goodness, Jen's first time, I believe, beating Gons. All right, nice back air. Kind of just abusing Palu's iframes on back air to kind of just trade with anything or just straight up beat whatever Fox wanted to do.
Yeah, we were mentioning that, Chris and I were saying that anything that Fox wants to do is just a trade and possibly find a favorable outcome or a string he can follow up with.
Yeah, Gons really plays like his defensive options like really well. Like he pretty much doesn't ever overcommit unless he needs to or feels that he can and not get punished for it.
Nice catch with the neutral getup.
Fox's F smash, notorious for doing that ever since Smash 4. All right, that being said, now we got an even playing ground. Jen pretty much cleaning up that stock without taking too much damage by himself. But as I say that, taking a quick 52%.
And that's kind of been the case for these tournament sets. These sets have been super close. They've been keeping up with each other in percent and stock all the time, almost taking stocks back to back.
Yeah, they're both pretty much beating each other up. Okay, nice Tomahawk rapid jab. I think Gons kind of expected an aerial, so he was prepared for the grab. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
That's a bad angle to come at too. That's unfortunately stock from Jen.
Yeah, I don't know how he got into that position. It was really weird. He just could have went straight to ledge.
Mostly from the side B. I think it was a misinput
nice.
at that point.
That was a very good chase down coming from Jen. He knew he had to take that stock ASAP because he does not want Gons to get this lead.
Nice stuff feeling out the neutral so far.
Yeah, so far they're just both playing neutral. Alan's playing a little bit more aggressive because that's kind of what Fox can do. And he's abusing Fox's aerials and tilt and grounded options, you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's been dancing around the shield all set.
Yeah, that's what you kind of want to do against Palu. You want to be able to either outmaneuver her or out I wouldn't say out neutral her, but out just stay out of certain ranges that she wants to be in. Right now, she does not want to be in this position, with Fox all over her and whatnot.
That's right. Instead, kind of almost panic naring out of it.
It's a good option. I don't blame him for going for it, but at the same time, oh, he's dead. Oh, never mind. I thought he was going to go for counter, what's it called? Oh, he might die.
Oh, he could be going for the counter, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but he might be saving it. I'm not sure.
The nairs have been working out for him from the prior sets, too.
So close. Yeah, Alan is doing really well sharking these, what's it called? Oh, that's it. No, that's not it. I'm sorry.
Missed tech opportunity leads into a kill from the up air.
Yeah, it was even the short hop one, so it kind of got the reduced knockback and damage, so I'm surprised it also killed, especially with that much percentage on Fox. That being said,
yeah, really close set, and it's still going on. There aren't any immediate mistakes coming out, and it doesn't seem like it just seems like good outplays coming out from both of these players.
Where did I put my my controller's over there? Oh, give me 1 sec. I gotta
go for it. Go for it. But yeah, Gon's up 1 set at this point. Looking pretty solid. Can work with this a little more aggressively, possibly.
Yeah, okay, so...
Auto reticle spam.
There you go. Alright, yeah. Palu being able to kind of rising aerial to get off the ledge for free. Not really for free, but you kind of get a little scared to try and contest that.
If Jen especially overcommits with like a dash attack like we saw, yeah, is a free option to get back on stage at that point.
Yeah, both of them are like going at it right now. Alan's kind of playing the more aggressive side since that's what Fox can kind of do. And Gon's he's sitting in shield or just being defensive a lot more often than than you'd think.
Yeah, despite the fact that Palu has all of these disjoints and, you know,
Ooh, okay, nice. All right.
the shielding and everything, she still has a wind up to them. She still can't just immediately out of shield use them.
I mean, she kind of can. Oh my god. She kind of can. Her aerials are fast enough to where it's like a threat and kind of like just scary to try and contest because her air has like so much priority. Her fair is like relatively good. Yeah, okay, good stuff to Alan. Kind of just, Jen, I'm sorry. Jen, getting out of that, or stopping the rapid jab, because what you can do is, what's it called? Roll behind, and if you got the S-Smash the opposite direction, that definitely would have been the stock. Nice. Oh, wow. Very unfortunate for Gons. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Gons wasn't able to get the back throw, which would have been the perfect option, but that Nair sealing the stock.
Yeah, and honestly, it's looking just the same as we've seen all this tournaments set. Just a close, even stock situation where one player catches up, another player grabs the stock, and immediately after follows up.
Yeah. Oh, that was unfortunate. The Fox's Nair, soft
Nair is
just
almost
traded
a
with
true
Palu's
combo.
trade with Palu's Nair because it's a multi-hit move. It's not going to just immediately launch him, so Jen kind of got the better trade of the two.
Going for a counter there, I like it. I like the attempt at least.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, he's going to kill him, but never mind. I just saw the percentage.
Nice tech on the platform. Avoids a really bad situation that definitely would have taken it.
Yeah. But right now, Jen is just like keeping this lead very well.
Nice parry.
There you go. Oh, that's it.
Oh,
she
no.
has jump.
Air dodge too. Nice.
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
I didn't even know that could possibly kill him. And just runs up smash.
Yeah, I mean, he really didn't have much to lose aside from another stock.
Just lay it on them, you know? Just throw it out there, dude. You got it.
Yeah, so good stuff to Alan. Kind of just running away with that lead, so good stuff to him.
It's just running it back, just match and match again. Same stage, same characters. How do you do it? How do you keep this mental fortitude, man? It's good stuff coming from both of these players.
I mean, that's always what's
right
going to define a good player, just being able to, like, keep
have
a good
that
headset,
stamina, right?
I mean, mindset, and then just being able to just stay calm whenever, like, you're in a bad position or even if you're in a good position, like, just not being able to choke it. Because a good player, I know they're in a disadvantage sometimes, but at the same time, like, a comeback's never, like, out of the possibility.
Yeah, and there's always wanting to just push a little bit too much, to just overstep the boundaries a little, and then just getting caught in a bad situation like that, yeah. But props to them, keeping their cool. Nice follow-up from the soft Nair. Soft Nair converts into so many things from Fox. It's
Nairs in this
absolutely
game,
amazing.
if you have like a Nair relatively like the same as Fox, Wolf, and all those other characters, they can lead to a lot. Just at any percent, like whether to grab or to like some sort of like burst option, the possibilities are endless. But right now, Gon, speaking of, oh wow,
Yeah, just
nice.
kind of getting
Jeez.
juggled around a little bit.
Yeah, Gon's with the lead is a pretty scary guy.
Yeah, we've been saying these players have so much momentum behind them when they get a stock.
Yeah, so right now, Jen kind of fished for that up smash, put him in disadvantage, but that's not the type of thing you want to be doing right now because you're already down a stock.
Yeah, he's lapped in percent and
he just
another
lost the
side
stock.
B.
All right, so good stuff to Gons right now. Just he is running away with this lead very much.
Yeah, recognize the situation that he could see that Jen was looking for an opportunity to get off stage, catches him with a side B, but nice follow-up from Jen with the up smash. easiest kill option for Fox. Catches
But-
so many things.
Yeah, his up smash is a pretty good move. I can't get much. Yeah, this is looking like Gonz's game right now, honestly. I don't want to count Jen out or anything like that, but the way Gonz is playing, roll.
You, I respect the fact that he probably had to hold shield there. Maybe he wouldn't have been able to roll through that jab all the way.
Yeah, Fox's rapid jab has historically, at least in Smash 4 standards, hit from behind him sometimes. And then you get
Oh my
pulled into the
goodness.
vortex, and it's like,
Oh yeah, that's right. I've seen videos where it actually drags you entirely across the stage simply because there's some kind of weird collision.
yeah, it just pulls you in. Then you're still getting hit by the rapid jab. You're like, oh boy, here we go. But anyways, yeah, I think
Like
Jen
you called
kind of
it,
just
yeah,
knew.
yeah. Kind of ran away with that
Yeah,
one.
Jen kind of, I believe it was more or less a throwaway game at that point. He had to bring back 3 stocks against Palu with 1 stock as Fox at a relatively like mid% by the time he like died.
Yeah, not even taking a breather, just jumping right back into it. They're just ready to go at it again. Tournament point for Gonz right here. Looking really solid. He can play this out so much. He doesn't need to run into anything. Doesn't need to be impatient with this. Content to let Jen work for it at this point. But Jen finding so many opportunities, working around the shield, using Fox's mobility. Nice air options too.
Ooh,
That was a nice catch. Sometimes it'll just go through the shield, and sometimes it'll
Wow,
land
that
right in
went-
front.
that went
why I'm
through
saying.
him.
That's why I'm saying.
that shouldn't
What
have
did I
happened,
just
honestly.
say?
Gonz was holding shields, so I'm kind of surprised that happened.
I think it has something to do with where the animation is ending.
Yeah, it definitely looked a little weird. I can't really explain it, but regardless, that whole scenario is over.
Oh yeah, yeah.
As long as the collisions are working right now, that's all that matters. Which sometimes in this game it doesn't, which I hate. But anyways, this is a relatively even game. Fox does have the better kill power right now. But oh wow. But Palutena's neutral is just one hell of a neutral to get by sometimes, especially by the player of Gonz. Oh yeah, he was afraid of that back throw.
And Jen's definitely content to see what Gonz's aggressive options are to try and work his back onto stage. Kind of going back into that situation where he's trying to sniff out what's going on. Definitely playing a little more back, a little bit more safer on it.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Oh no. This is where the hard part begins. Trying to get the lead back from Gonz is really hard. Yeah, see, you can't be doing stuff like that. Like, I know
It's
you're trying
worked
to get
for
the
him
stock.
before, though.
Yeah, the thing is, at this point, that's it.
And yeah, this is looking like a dominating performance from Gonz at this point. It's just so much in his favor.
Allen's my boy and whatnot, but some of these options that he was doing, like as a desperate option to try and get the stock, is not working
Yeah,
out.
and there again,
Palutena
we
gets so
see it.
much off like small punishes once you're at low percent, because then it's like, okay, I'm gonna get you from like 0 to 50, 60 within a string, and then after that it's like, okay, I'm gonna hit you enough to put you in disadvantage and be able to like get you accordingly.
Yeah, and despite the amazing sets we've seen here from both Jen and Gonz, Jen seems to be struggling to finding his footing at this point.
Yeah, there you go. It's stuff like that where people don't like challenge the teleporting recoveries, because you can hit them. You do have more frames to hit them, at least in Smash 4 standards. I believe it's the same thing in this game, which is 4 frames. But regardless, if you're confident and you have a strong aerial that comes out quick, or you know how to like, it's a low committable option in terms of like hitting someone at the ledge, or yeah,
At the
then it's
ledge.
like you might as well go for it.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely could have gone a little bit more better punish. But still, putting Palu in disadvantage is always a good thing, except for right now.
Jen's still working his way back up on this. He still has a good opportunity. 84% already coming
How
out.
did that grab?
But at this point, any hit from Palu will do it. Palu has so many.
This is looking really rough right now.
So
like
many
Rage Fox is
solid
definitely
low-
something you don't want to like mess with, but that's it.
Nice stuff. Congratulations to Gonz. Congratulations on the tournament, winning this DNA Weekly. Overall, great stuff from these two players, though.
Yeah,
Besides
both
the
doing really
last two sets, it was very close, and I don't feel like there was anything that stuck out too much.
well. Yeah.
Just
It
running
was really
it
just
back.
Gonz. Once he got the lead, he just really didn't ever let it go once games 2, 3, and 4 hit. So good stuff to Gonz, winning again.
That Gons, I'll tell you. But hey, before we close out today, I do want to run through some ads because we actually have some ads.
right.
Next tournament coming up that isn't Suplex City, which we'll get to in a minute, Platinum Starcadian. And this is going to be New Jersey players only, unfortunately. And the only reason for that is because I have no idea when anyone else's PR is going to be done. And I don't feel like fielding a bunch of DMs, nor does James, about if they can enter or not. Because I literally don't know.
Yeah, especially since it happened during Smash 4 as well, where we had that one little fiasco.
Yeah, there was. Yeah,
It's no one's fault, really, but...
no, it's fine. It's just the problem is like I know for certain our rankings are going to be done by next week, so
Yeah.
we could do an Arcadian, but outside of that, we can't. But if you aren't from around here and you just want to come hang out, it's still a really comfy hang. So make sure you do that. And next,
How come... I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, man. What's up?
How come Oh my god, the Platinum Arcadian isn't on the first Saturday?
So the first Saturday is this is actually a good segue. The first Saturday of this month of April is going to be Suplex City.
Oh,
So,
right.
yeah, we literally can't run it. Otherwise, we would have. So, we're going to be doing the first Saturday of May. Of May for the actual first PSS.
So
at
basically
SMP
about
Arcadian.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks. Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's no problem. So, yeah, and then Suplex City, that is in 2 weeks. Make sure you pre-reg. I believe the prices go up on Sunday. So, if you're
Yeah.
trying to come out, do
And
that.
About a week left to register as well. I believe like Friday or Thursday night will be the last day next week.
Yeah, and that's it. And then the same event is going to be Tri-State Circuit. That's going to be in the morning of
Yo.
Suplex City. And then this is kind of cool. The qualification, if you qualified for this and don't know it yet or are unsure, you could go ahead and check at smash.gg.
this is top 5 players from your weekly.
You're
I'm
guaranteed already.
retarded. Why
in
didn't I
this.
just go Wolf all the
Hey,
time?
we don't use that language.
You're
around
already,
here.
you still already qualified for this. I'm pretty sure you're in there.
Yeah.
So you're gonna want to consult
I've
with Hungary.
consistently
And,
like made top 3 at this place more times than I have. I think my lowest placing at this place was like 4.
yeah, you're in there probably pretty free.
Oh my god, I'm retarded. I was always thinking it was like top 5 players on the PR.
No.
Oh
This
my
is
God,
per
I'm
weekly.
retarded.
Per weekly, so you're gonna be
Why
playing
do
like the
you
top
keep
5
saying
at
it?
Xeno. You're gonna be saying the top 5 at Spectrum, top 5 at Aeon, yada 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 yada. So that's how that's gonna work, and that is gonna be Saturday morning before Forge. Be sure to check that out if you're curious about who's in there. Yeah,
One
check the
question,
Smash
though.
GG site. What's up?
So let's say you've made top 5 at 2 weeklies. Do you just give the spot to the person who would technically be considered 6th?
I believe that is what's
I believe
gonna
that's like
happen.
a
yes.
fairish, like,
yeah, I'm pretty
reasoning
sure
and
that's what's
whatnot.
gonna happen because you'll see Gons is gonna be doing that. I don't know if Dark Matter he was top 5 in a couple of them, but hasn't
He
really
hasn't,
been here
yeah.
other ones, so I don't know if that's stuck. But regardless, I'm pretty sure that's how it's gonna go. And then we'll have the first Forge. We're not gonna have one in April. The first one in season 2 is gonna be in May.
Yep, RJ does need a break because he's a little baby and doesn't know how to run tournaments to the point where he is not tired.
Yeah, so
Can you believe this guy?
He earned the
This,
break, okay?
I kind of want this one to blow up a little bit. If there's early interest, you heard it here first. We'll probably bring on a secondary stream, which will be House. But we
we'll
need
be getting at least New York, New Jersey players going.
yeah.
to this at
So
the very
we
least.
need the turnout for this in order to do that. But I think that's pretty good. It's not till May, so there's plenty of time to kind of beef it up and promote it.
Yep.
So we'll do that, and then I want to give shout outs to Bum's Birthday Bash, just because I know Devin's been kind of working pretty hard to promote this thing. So want to make
It's
sure
a lot
I
of
throw
money.
that out there.
So
Yeah.
if you like money and you're pretty good at video games, go for this.
Yeah, and if you're in New York, go ahead, man.
New
Coming
York,
up
if you really want to
pretty-
make that trip from Jersey, go for it.
I'm trying to find March 30th. So that's actually this weekend.
Oh wow, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, so shout outs to that if you're looking for something to do this weekend. And then, of course, the podcast, Gloves Off Podcast, my baby, me and Koopa's baby.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, man. We've been
It-
covering a lot of good stuff. so-
Covers pretty much what happens within the week and whatnot, especially since New Jersey, New York kind of has a lot of tournaments and whatnot. So there's always something to talk about at the very least. Like
Well,
I believe last week was Forge and Collision, I think.
Well, no, last week we got all that Collision stuff. There was
Okay.
a lot of
And
meat
then I
in
assume
that.
this current week was like Forge
This
stuff and
current week
whatnot.
was a little bit kind of Slightly fan service, slightly house cleaning, kind of just explaining how the seasons work, why they work,
Yeah.
the intentions, all that. It's still
Definitely
worth
talk
checking
about
out.
the PR and whatnot once
Yeah.
next week.
Well,
No,
yeah, so-
whenever the PR comes
Well,
out.
next week is going to be the PR release, so there might actually not be one on Tuesday. We might
Yeah,
push
you're
it
gonna have
to
to wait.
Wednesday
Yeah,
or Friday.
2 weeks. Oh, okay. Yeah, honestly, I think you guys should like push it back until like the PR comes out. That way, because that's gonna be something people are gonna want to talk about.
Yeah,
see other
that's the
people's
goal.
inputs.
And we kind of talk about some PR stuff this last episode. So if you're
Yeah.
interested in that, and I hope you are, go ahead and check out the SoundCloud, the YouTube, whatever. It's all there. And then finally, DNA, you already know this is where you're at right now. Every Thursday, this says season 1. We're going to be in season 2 next week. This was actually the last
DNA
week
for
of season
DNA.
1.
Yeah.
So you got
So,
that.
and
going
we're
on.
ending pretty much by 11ish, which is for
Actually, a
us,
pretty good time. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
great. I'm pretty happy.
even
about that.
honestly, even for like the bigger tournaments we've had, we've always. I mean, it probably would have like went to like 30, 12 and whatnot. Like last week was pretty late.
Yeah, it was.
And the time I
12
went
last week.
game 10 with Gons also was pretty late. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's my fault.
No sweat, man.
For-
You're winning.
I
You're
don't
winning.
think you can blame yourself for that.
Nah, I can because it's either like I could just play Sheik and just have fun, but at the same time I also
Oh,
want
that's
to win.
right. That's right. It is all your fault.
Yeah, and then I feel bad because it's like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, but I
You're
want
keeping all of these people waiting, just sitting around.
to. Yeah, I'm an ass.
But hey,
You're
so
fine.
so that's gonna do it for this week, and we won't be live until probably the podcast next week. The date will be confirmed on Twitter, so you know where to follow us on Twitter.
Yep. Be
And
sure to
then-
follow me if you want to see me talk about Beja Blast.
Don't follow me. Okay.
And what else? What else do I do? Complain how I hate Wolf. Complain that I'm a Sheik main at heart. Yeah. If you like that type of stuff. I don't really post much aside from Smash because
You're definitely making the character seem good.
no, definitely not.
Yeah, so definitely follow both these guys though. But that's gonna be it for us. You catch all these VODs on our YouTube. Just hit 1,000 subs.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
excited
go.
about that. And
Be sure to
yeah,
subscribe because you
Yeah,
know
support
we're
it.
getting. I know Jen is one of the few New York reps who really come. I think he's the only New York rep who consistently comes.
We need
or-
like a bus for these New Yorkers.
The thing is,
just like
there are buses that drive around here. Like, if you get off at Port Authority, like the first stop off the Port Authority, which it would be down the block from my house, which is like a 10-minute walk.
Yeah,
from my
yeah,
house.
yeah. No,
So it's like if any New Yorkers are like who live near Port
it's
Authority,
really
or
not
can
an
get
issue.
there,
Yeah,
like feel free to come through because it's pretty easy.
just take the extra step.
Did Alan leave?
yeah. Make sure you come. So yeah, I don't know if Alan left, but we're
no.
about to be leaving. And yeah, so we'll be live again for the podcast, and then next weekend for Suplex City Tri-State Circuit, and we'll go from there. But thank
All right,
you guys
everyone.
for
Goodbye.
watching.
Goodbye.
Have a
Sorry
good
about
one.
that, Chris.
Goodbye.
I'll
Deuces.
practice. I'll keep at this. You'll see. I'm gonna get better.
Keep doing it.
Promise. Yeah. Have a good one.